As scientific advances tell us more about disease, modern medical diagnosis increasingly relies on the high technology and expertise of the laboratory. Technological gains are great news for those with access to them, but the vast majority are excluded by the high costs and centralised locations of lab facilities. Now, a military device with the potential to save lives could bring high technology out of the lab. The portable mini lab was originally developed for the military, but it can be adapted for medical use and could save lives as well as time. Scientists working for the UK Ministry of Defence have developed a device that can be used in the field to instantly test for disease. The system was originally designed to detect biological weapons on the battlefield. Previously, troops operating in the field would send samples to a laboratory and then wait several days for the results. The mini lab allows testing to be completed on site with almost instant results. 30 minutes as opposed to 3 or 4 days.
If we were moving our soldiers into a village or an area, we want to know that that area is safe for them to go into. So this equipment can be used quickly and easily to test for any possible biological agents, be they of a military nature or of an industrial nature. It gives us very fast readings without having the difficulty of sending it off for a trained scientist to operate and analyse. We get a simple yes or no answer as to whether it's safe for us to move into.
It has been described as a mini lab, and that is a very accurate description because it takes a technique that is traditionally performed in a laboratory by a highly trained scientist, and it actually condenses it down into a single instrument that is run in a very automated process, so it can be run by a non-scientist actually in the field.
The researchers behind the mini lab believe it has a much wider civilian application.
A key advantage is that the process is completely automated. It provides a simplified result, a positive-negative result, to a non-scientist, and that allows that individual to take immediate action actually at the point of sampling.
In the future, mini labs could be used for while-you-wait testing at health clinics and by vets to test for animal disease on the farm.
The military were looking for technology that was rapid, it was fully automated, it was ruggedised so it could be taken into the battlefield, it could run off a range of power sources, so batteries and mains. It did not require laboratory equipment, and it could be used by a soldier in the battlefield wearing full protective equipment and still provide a very high confidence result.
Samples taken on site are placed in a carousel and compared with DNA samples from known diseases.
The instrument extracts DNA from a biological sample. It then washes and purifies that DNA, and then it is looking to match specific sequences of DNA that are present in the virus or bacteria of interest.
Battery or mains powered, the system uses an amplification process known as polymerase chain reaction, which heats and cools samples using an enzyme to generate billions of copies of segments of DNA. Until now, this process could only be carried out by highly trained scientists in a laboratory.
Because the technology is based on DNA testing, there are a whole range of applications, and you can imagine that in the future a vet could use this technology actually on a farm to perform very rapid foot-and-mouth testing or testing for avian flu or swine fever, and that would enable them to perhaps control outbreaks in the future more effectively. You could also imagine that a clinician or a nurse could perform tests at a patient's bedside and then actually prescribe treatments to the result of the test.